Good morning, everyone. Today, we're going on a fascinating journey, from ancient cultural symbols to biblical references, and finally to modern discoveries about prehistoric creatures. Let's start with one of the most iconic symbols in Eastern culture, the dragon. The Chinese zodiac, also known as Sheng Xiao, is a repeating 12-year cycle based on the lunar calendar. Each year is represented by an animal, believed to influence personality traits, fortune, and compatibility. The 12 animals, in order, are rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, and pig. And there it is, the dragon. Unlike the fire-breathing monsters of Western tales, the Chinese dragon is a benevolent, powerful creature symbolizing strength, good luck, imperial authority, and control over water and weather. It is considered the most auspicious sign in the zodiac. People born in the year of the dragon are said to be confident, ambitious, and charismatic. No wonder it's so revered. Chinese dragons have been depicted in art for thousands of years, dating back to the Neolithic period around 7000 BCE. Early examples appear on jade carvings and bronze vessels. By the Han Dynasty, dragons were shown as long, serpentine beings with features from multiple animals: deer antlers, ox head, carp scales, eagle claws, and a snake-like body. Famous works include Chun Rong's 13th century Nine Dragons Scroll, where ink-washed dragons twist through clouds and mist, embodying chaos and cosmic power. Dragons often chase a flaming pearl, symbolizing wisdom and enlightenment. In imperial art, five-clawed dragons were reserved for the emperor, appearing on robes, thrones, and architecture. These majestic, elongated creatures soar through clouds, command rain, and represent the yang principle, heavenly energy and vitality. But dragons aren't unique to China. Across cultures, stories of massive, reptilian beasts persist. Interestingly, the Bible itself mentions dragons multiple times, often as symbols of chaos, power, or evil. In the King James Version, the word dragon appears over 30 times. For example, in Isaiah 27:1, "In that day the Lord with his sore and great and strong sword shall punish Leviathan, the piercing serpent, even Leviathan, that crooked serpent, and he shall slay the dragon that is in the sea." Another passage is Psalm 74:13-14. "Thou didst divide the sea by thy strength. Thou breakest the heads of the dragons in the waters. Thou breakest the heads of Leviathan in pieces." And in the New Testament, Revelation 12 verses 3-4 describes, "And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his heads. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth." Here, the dragon often represents Satan or primordial chaos, like the sea monsters of ancient Near Eastern myths. One prominent creationist speaker, Dr. Kent Hovind, has long argued that these biblical dragons refer to real creatures, dinosaurs, that coexisted with humans. Hovind points out that the word dinosaur wasn't coined until 1841 by Sir Richard Owen. Before that, people called large reptilian creatures dragons. In his seminars, like Dinosaurs in the Bible and Leviathan, the fire-breathing dragon, Hovind highlights Job 41, which describes Leviathan, a massive beast with fearsome teeth, impenetrable scales. And, interestingly, breath that sparks fire, Job 41 verses 18-21. "By his neesings a light doth shine. Out of his mouth go burning lamps, and sparks of fire leap out." Hovind suggests some dinosaurs, like certain sauropods, or even bombardier beetle-like mechanisms, could produce fiery effects. He claims dragons in folklore worldwide are memories of dinosaurs surviving after the flood, eventually dying out due to climate change and human hunting. Hovind's work, through creation science, evangelism, and Dinosaur Adventureland, popularizes the idea that the Bible accurately describes these creatures. This brings us to today: archaeologists, no, paleontologists, digging up what we now call dinosaur bones. Since the 19th century, thousands of fossils have been unearthed. But assembling a complete skeleton is rare. Most finds are partial. Museums often display composites, real bones mixed with plaster or resin casts to fill gaps. For example, the famous T-Rex Sioux at the Field Museum in Chicago is over 90% original, but missing parts like some belly ribs and toes are reconstructed casts. The skull is a lightweight replica because the real one is too heavy. Many iconic mounts, like Dippy the Diplodocus in London's Natural History Museum, are entirely cast from originals in the US. Companies like Research Casting International or Gaston Design create precise replicas using molds, 3D scans, and fiberglass, ensuring accuracy while protecting fragile originals. Paleontologists guess poses and missing bones based on related species, anatomy, and biomechanics, but it's educated reconstruction, not wild invention. Finally, there are persistent rumors, especially online, that the Smithsonian Institution has hidden or destroyed giant human skeletons or covered up evidence challenging mainstream timelines. Some even accuse them of stealing giant bones. However, these claims often stem from satirical articles or hoaxes, like a 2014 story from a fiction site falsely claiming a Supreme Court ruling forced admissions. Fact checks from Reuters, Snopes, and the Associated Press confirm no such cover-up exists. It's speculation and misinformation. So from zodiac symbols to biblical beasts, artistic icons to fossil reconstructions, dragons and dinosaurs continue to captivate us, blending myth, faith, and science. What do you think? Ancient memories of real creatures or timeless symbols of power? Thanks for listening. Even if the internet is dead, we can still haunt it.